die real quick so I can transform into a fucking dragon. In which not that long ago, I was in jail with absolutely nothing, face down. Like, oh shit, I'm fucking Neo from the Matrix. And I'm like, oh my god, we gotta get off planet. We gotta get off planet. I'm running around knocking on doors, but we gotta get off planet. Bringing me stolen merchandise. And I just saw in the future exactly what was happening. I saw that they had intercepted some of my packages. I saw that they were onto us and investigating us because of the stolen property. And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna go back to prison. I could just, for story purposes, this is all for educational purposes. Addicted to something is selfish. It's fucking selfish, man. You're hurting your family, you're hurting the people around you. And every day when I was out there doing it, I was just thinking about myself. Can you think about somebody else for once in your goddamn life? Can you think about what this is doing to your fucking family, how this looks? Do you want to leave a goddamn legacy? Your fucking ancestors fought with swords and shit to fucking make sure you were here. You survived it. You were the 1 in a million fucking sperm, and you can't put the goddamn drugs down. I know it's fucking hard, guys. I've been there. But you got to come up with a fucking plan, okay? You got to come up with a plan. For me, it involved microdosing. It involved macrodosing. For me, it involved some DMT. For me, it involved some hallucinogens to open up that third eye, to open up that spiritual, you know, I needed that. And for me, it worked. I'm not saying that's going to work for everybody, but there is a lot of science to suggest that and ayahuasca, mushrooms, the toad, all these things work and are a lot better than just regular rehab, a lot better than going to freaking AA and saying, oh, hey, I'm Tommy, I don't even want to say that because I'm so big into I am statements. I'm like, I am a billionaire. I am a fucking overachiever. I am doing the goddamn thing. I'm working my ass off every day. I'm waking up early. I'm hitting my goals. I'm writing things down. I'm getting better on a daily basis. That's who I am. I'm not going to fucking stand up and say, oh, I'm a fucking alcoholic or whatever. You know, I'm not going to say that shit that they want you to at the AA meetings. And I think that's the problem is that you're always affirming like, oh, I am this, I am that. Like every single day, like, oh, go to a meeting a day and say I am an alcoholic on a daily basis? Are you kidding me? But if you want to quit your addiction, if you want to get past your depression, then you gotta figure out a treatment plan. You got to come up with a plan, and then you got to put that freaking plan into action. For me, to get off of the daily use of fentanyl, 15 years, guys. I got hooked on it. Psilocybin is now legal in multiple states, multiple areas, multiple countries. You can get it in a lot of different places. People are waking up and realizing this little freaking mushroom coming from the ground is a gift. It's a gift from God, darn it. And we should be using it. Coming from the ground, literally nothing different. We're not doing anything weird to it. You're just drying it out and then eating it. And then all of a sudden, you realize you're being a selfish piece of shit. All of a sudden, you got ambition. All of a sudden, you want to do some things, guys. I can't help you get any of that stuff. They maybe can help you with some stuff. It's pretty easy to find, guys. It's pretty easy to find. So if it's something you're looking to explore, again, be extremely careful with it. Don't hurt yourself. I got another story that I'll tell about mushrooms. Maybe I'll include it in this video. Fuck it, let's do it right now. Fuck, you guys want to hear it? Let's go. Hey, so long story short, I'm eating a bunch of dose. I'm doing some, at the time I was also doing K. If you guys don't know what K is, just check it out. K and mushrooms, okay, is a deadly combo. I'm not saying to do this at all. This is when I almost died from it, guys. This is when I was still in my addiction. Take a massive dose of mushroom, massive dose of K. I'm sitting at the cliffs in what am I, San Diego, and I'm thinking that like I'm Neo. I'm like, oh shit, I'm fucking Neo from the Matrix. And I'm like, oh my god, we gotta get off planet. We gotta get off planet. I'm running around knocking on doors, but we gotta get off planet. We gotta get off planet. Call Donald Trump. We gotta get off planet. And they're like, what is this fucking crazy person doing talking about get off planet? I'm like, I'm Neo. I'm like, oh shit, I need to transform into a dragon. So I fucking run and jump in my car, and I'm like thinking, I gotta drive off these cliffs, die real quick, so I can transform into a fucking dragon. Ended up in the hospital, and I ended up being okay. Somebody called the cops, being like, this guy's nuts. So you got to be really careful. You got to do it in a safe place, do it around safe people, do it in a good environment, make sure you're in the right headspace, don't mix it with other things. Another mushroom hack, okay? You guys ready for it? You ready for it? Psilocybin, lion's mane, a little bit of niacin. That's what we're doing. I got the chick making up the bars in the kitchen. She's making those up for me. I eat them. It's like my medicine, and I'll tell you what, it's a lot better than going and getting some shit from the doctor. So I'm just deep in my addiction. I got this nice pad because I'm slinging over the internet and just sending out packages. I won't get into too much detail there because I don't want to get in any trouble. But I basically saw into the future, took a heroic dose vividly as day and night, vividly as this clear blue skies today. I saw where the future was going. I saw where I was going to end up, guys. I was going to end up back in prison, back in jail, which I do not want to ever go back. I've been there once for a year. I'm good on all that. So long story short, we were renting a house. The landlord was finding out I had some questionable characters hanging out. They were bringing me stolen merchandise. and I just saw in the future exactly what was happening. I saw that they had intercepted some of my packages. I saw that they were onto us and investigating us because of the stolen property. And I'm like, dude, I'm going to go back to prison. I called my mom crying like a little girl. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. Being like, hey, Mom, I don't know if this is going to be good. I think I'm in a lot of trouble because a few things popped up. And I was stressing, guys. I was stressing. That day I went and threw everything out. Because I was on these mushrooms and I saw that future, I threw away all my stuff, thousands of dollars worth of coins, all type of crap, just in the dumpster, because it was so clear to me that that's what was going to happen is if I continued to do that, I was screwed. Addicted to all types of everything under the sun, Fetty, chiefing that out of the binger all goddamn day. Not a good idea. Almost died a bunch of times. I should be dead. Most of my friends died, guys, and now I'm out here doing 7-figure sales. I got a Tessie, which, you know, it's better than being in jail with nothing, which not that long ago, I was in jail with absolutely nothing, face down. Long story short, when I was deep in my addiction, when I was doing that Fetty on the daily, when I was doing that clear on the daily, that girl, everything, sniffing, smoking, all that stuff, it felt great at the time, and I was slanging, so I had money coming in. And one day, I took a heroic dose of mushrooms, and long story short, went to another place in the future, saw that I was going to end up back in jail, basically saw my future, saw that some of my packages got intercepted, and that I was going away for a long time, guys. Originally, they had given me 12 years in prison, son. 12 motherfucking years I was facing. I was facing 12 years. And I got it down to 1 year, saved my goddamn life, and that's why it's so hard for me to have a bad day. That's why I wake up stoked to have a freaking pillow, guys. They don't give you pillows in jail, so I'm hoping that you don't have to fucking go. I went there, and so everything about my story, my book that's coming out soon from jail, the 7-figure sale, going through all this stuff and telling you guys about this so you don't have to. So my hope is that you don't fucking have to go through this. Support a comeback story, guys. It would mean the world to me, because I'm just trying to make a comeback and bring you back to your full potential, bring you back to doing the most, man.